Icon of the Seas. Right now, this place is a haven from boredom, offering endless ways to entertain yourself. But when the end of the world comes, the liner could easily transform into a massive, floating, self-sustaining city. People surviving an apocalypse will have a whole platform at their disposal, measuring 1,198 feet long and 161 feet wide, with an extra 20 decks. This massive liner can hold around 10,000 individuals altogether. During regular operation, the ship carries a crew of 2,350 and up to 7,600 passengers. However, in case of an apocalypse, the ship can be retrofitted to accommodate a significantly larger number of people. The ship can be modified to provide survivors with independent food sources. A huge glass dome would be perfect for converting into a regular or fish farm, supplying plenty of provisions. To set up regular farms, people can theoretically repurpose numerous restaurants and other large spaces. There are ample food supplies on the ship initially, so people could live on board for a long time without needing extra sources of sustenance. Since we're talking about a ship, it's naturally designed to move around. Due to its massive size, the Icon of the Seas isn't exactly fast, but it cruises confidently at a top speed of 25 miles per hour, so survivors can easily change locations if needed. If we start preparing the Icon of the Seas for the apocalypse in advance, it could become like a modern-day Noah's Ark, transporting various animals to help restore the wildlife. Armada. Thanks to cutting-edge tech, this vessel could be a lifesaver if the world were to face an apocalypse. Let's start by saying Armada is being built as a completely automated ship, which could eventually run without any crew on board. This means the ship could provide shelter for many people without requiring specifically trained crew members to operate it. This rescue vessel could be controlled from anywhere. Another cool thing about the ship is that it runs on ammonia. This can come in super handy when you can't get your hands on regular fuel for boats. If passengers of the remotely operated vessel manage to survive all the disasters, another cool feature kicks in: tons of autonomous gear for exploration. This gear can gather various data that scientists can use to figure out how humanity can adapt to the new way of life. Seacat Columbia and Walrus. Diverse Marine is a company that helps people prepare for the end of the world by offering 2 ships, each with its own special features designed to be helpful in difficult situations. The first ship, the Seacat Columbia, has a unique feature that helps it navigate through tough conditions. It's asymmetry. One side of the vessel is designed to handle rough waters and high waves with greater stability. While it might not withstand a devastating tsunami, even a serious storm won't pose much of a problem. Even with its unique characteristics, the aluminum vessel can zip along at a good 28.7 miles per hour, allowing you to quickly get to a safe place without worrying about storms. The second vessel, named Walrus, has an even cooler trick up its sleeve to evade danger. It's got wheels. Yep, it's an amphibious vehicle that can roll on land at speeds up to 3 miles per hour, making it a versatile mode of transport for various terrains. But while they've turned the ship into an amphibian, its makers haven't forgotten what it does best: cruising on water. With a top speed of 27 miles per hour on the water, this boat can make a swift getaway from disasters. Wedyodingrat 992. If you ever need to be evacuated or require medical assistance and you spot that ship on the horizon with a massive red cross painted on its hull, rest assured help is on the way. They'll start by sending out transport, like 2 ambulance boats, 2 landing craft vehicles, a rigid hull inflatable boat, or even 3 helicopters to swiftly pick up anyone in need. They'll get you on board from anywhere, no matter the conditions. The ship can hold a maximum of 643 people, but in emergencies, it's unlikely that a vessel measuring 406 feet long and 72 feet wide would stick to that limit. When rescued people need medical help, they're definitely in the right place. That's because the vessel is like a floating modern hospital, with everything from X-ray machines and CT scanners to a blood bank and oxygen generator. It has operating rooms, isolation units for contagious patients, ICU, an emergency department, a lab, and even more. Providing medical assistance and shelter to those in need, the ship can remain at sea for up to 30 days or travel a maximum of 11,800 miles at a speed of 14 miles per hour. This could be enough to endure the most dangerous natural disasters or reach a safe haven. Ace. This ship would make an excellent candidate for creating a floating sanctuary that can remain at sea until it's safe to return to land. Evacuation during cataclysmic events requires a lot of space to accommodate large numbers of people. Ace can handle that. Imagine standing next to a 50-story skyscraper lying on its side. Pretty mind-blowing, right? Well, that's about the length of this ship, and if that's not impressive enough, it also is 105 feet wide and can carry up to 6,800 cars. That's enough room for a small village's worth of people. However, as always, there's a catch. The ship was initially designed as a carrier for cars, so there are no special facilities for comfortable living for people other than the crew. But there's nothing stopping us from setting up a whole tent city in the available space originally intended for cars. Storm. It's a stretch to call this thing a boat, really. Storm resembles a futuristic car that somehow found its way into the water and is now struggling to get back on land. Still, it does float, which is what the creators had in mind from the start. With a special hull and a hybrid power system, this vehicle can reach speeds of up to 19 miles per hour and stay afloat for 18 to 36 hours. That's enough to make it a practical means of transportation for surviving in an apocalypse. And that's not all. Storms can smoothly navigate on land as well, cruising at a speed of 87 miles per hour. This means you can chart a rescue route through any terrain without worrying about the vehicle getting stuck. Plus, Storm is not just versatile, it's also armored, so the people inside can feel totally secure. If you can't get your hands on armored transport to test its protection, no worries, you can do something similar yourself. Whether this homemade marvel can withstand more than a punch is up for debate, but having a setup like this with guns will definitely give off a vibe of danger that'll scare off bandits. Wind Challenger. These ships of the future will have the ability to travel even when traditional fuel sources are scarce, all thanks to some innovative elements you're seeing on the screen right now. While they might not resemble their old-fashioned counterparts much, these are essentially modern sails. They work just like regular sails, catching the wind, but with the help of various technologies to propel the ship forward. Sure, right now a single sail isn't capable of generating enough energy for massive ships that might be used for evacuations or sustaining a large population in case of an apocalypse. However, currently a 180-foot fiberglass sail reduces fuel usage by 5%. Imagine what would happen if we equipped the ship with multiple wind-catching devices. Boosting their efficiency further could provide us with an autonomous ark capable of traveling for extended periods, even across a planet that ended up flooded entirely. Visby-class corvette. Armed bandits? Natural disasters? This vessel will protect you when you need it most and provide a means to disappear when necessary. Any pirates trying to attack the ship will be out of luck because it's a military vessel built for combat. Its hull is made using a sandwich design with a PVC core reinforced with carbon fiber and vinyl laminate. Thanks to this, the vessel is protected from various weapons that pirates might have. Naturally, if pirates come around, the ship is equipped to fight back. The vessel has cannons, grenade launchers, depth charges, torpedoes, and plenty more to handle the situation. Dealing with sudden disasters on this vessel is easier knowing that you can simply sail away, especially with the ship's maximum speed reaching 40 miles per hour. Moreover, you can keep cruising away from trouble for quite some time at a speed of 17 miles per hour. The ship can travel up to 2,900 miles without refueling. TRX NB-102. This vessel's designed for river cargo transport, but thanks to its unique features, it can serve as a great autonomous and safe living space away from destructive events happening on land. When we talk about a ship's autonomy, we're mainly referring to its ability to generate energy independently. On the ship's roof, there are 35 solar panels, each with a power of 360 watts. Originally, they were meant to power electric motors, but their use can definitely be expanded, especially in situations when you need to survive. For instance, instance, if you're on your way to a safe spot and turn off the motors, you can divert the energy to charge batteries, which can then be used to power all the necessary survival equipment. You can boost its autonomy by loading up plenty of gear and supplies onto the boat. With dimensions of 90 feet long by 25 feet wide and a capacity of 125 tons, there's room for pretty much anything you need. Plus, loading up is simple thanks to 2 hydraulic ramps on either side of the ship. On top of being autonomous, the vessel can easily and swiftly relocate all the cargo and passengers to a safe spot thanks to its good speed and exceptional maneuvering abilities. Victa. Right now, Subsea Craft is actively working on a watercraft that not only lets you speed away from danger fast, but also dive underwater to hide if it gets too close. You can get away from trouble thanks to a 725 horsepower diesel engine, propelling this awesome black torpedo with a length of 39 feet and a width of 8 feet to speeds up to 46 miles per hour. And at that speed, you can cruise over waves worry-free since the body's all carbon fiber. If you need to disappear fast, Victa stops and quickly submerges beneath the water within 2 minutes. However, since it was designed for quick military missions involving divers, all 8 people aboard suit up in diving gear and breathe through the onboard oxygen system. You can descend a maximum of 98 feet, then, without worrying about what's happening up above, move at speeds of up to 9 miles per hour for a distance of up to 28 miles. Swamp Shark. You can reach a safe place using this metal shark boat even if it means going through swamps. The secret behind the Swamp Shark's all-terrain capability lies in its engine. Positioned higher than standard motors, it effortlessly handles any water condition from swamps to cluttered ponds strewn with trash, logs, or branches. Moreover, its engine, with a power of up to 550 horsepower, ensures rapid acceleration, swiftly overcoming obstacles in its path. The Swamp Shark boats come with a special system called Rebound that adds extra maneuverability. It's got extra mechanisms inside and outside the boat that help the propulsion system adapt automatically to different conditions. For example, if the boat hits a solid underwater object, the propulsion system sort of pushes the boat away from the obstacle, saving the propeller from damage. And of course, let's not forget about the hull. It's made of welded aluminum, which can handle unexpected accidents like collisions with logs, trees, or other obstacles. CB90. When the world's overrun by armed criminals during the apocalypse, it's crucial to make sure you get on board this boat. Getting on board the vessel as an ordinary person is not an easy task, since the CB90 is a military boat. But if you do manage it, you quickly realize you've found a refuge that keeps you safe from any attack. The CB90's aluminum body and bulletproof cockpit windows mean it can withstand hits from projectiles, even the largest caliber ones, or missiles. If needed, a boat can also serve as shelter, not just from weapons, but also from natural disasters. By modifying certain internal components, it could even be transformed into a mobile home, protecting against all life-threatening situations. However, the strength of the boat during the times when crime is rampant doesn't just come from its high level of protection. It's also equipped with a weapon platform where a small missile system or remote weapon station can be installed. Plus, depending on the situation, other armaments can be added to the vessel. Motor lifeboats. Durable boats sum up water vessels that bravely navigate waves right before your eyes. Isn't it the ideal solution for battling whatever nature throws at you? Boats' ability to fearlessly tackle waves is all thanks to the dedicated work of engineers who turned it into the perfect surfer. They designed it using marine-grade aluminum, ensuring a low center of gravity, high buoyancy, and total water resistance. This design allows it to handle rough seas, winds reaching up to 68 miles per hour, and powerful impacts effortlessly. Even if the boat somehow flips over, there's no need to worry. Within just 10 seconds, it automatically rights itself back up. Plus, all the boat's gear stays in good shape. And if people manage to get into the special waterproof compartment, they won't get wet either. Despite being quite sturdy, the boat does have its limits. Ideally, it's best to face waves up to 20 feet tall. Beyond that, while the boat can survive, there might be some issues.